Hello, this is Kevin with the Healthy Omnivore, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about static stretching. I'm going to give you a handful of static stretches that you're going to have to actually implement into the Healthy Omnivore routine. You'll be watching this video on day 4. I want to constantly give you more information as far as real food and proper movement so you really can develop a good base to be able to understand and to know exactly what you should be doing to develop that healthcare program that you need and want to actually create that look that you like and the feeling that you would like, and also to look and feel that way for a long time. So I'm going to give you a handful of stretches that you can implement into your Healthy Omnivore routine, and I would try different stretches. Don't fall in love with one. If you like, say, 3 because you realize that you're actually kind of tight in those areas, that's one thing. But don't fall in love with one of them, okay? So you could alternate as you're going through, and each routine, let's say if you go through 4 times, try 2 or 3 at least, all right? So let's go through those. Some of these we've already been through once, but that's okay. I just want to make sure you get these down. So the first one, which is my favorite, is the pretzel stretch. And that works, it's a small muscle in the hip. It's actually in the glute. But it's really involved with the hip. And what that's going to do is it'll tighten up when you start squatting and lunging and things like that. So, how do we hit it? We go here, then we're going to reach in, lean back, and exhale. Now remember, on these static stretches, you have a full minute, you're going each side, so if you want to spend up to 30 seconds, more power to you. The idea is to try to get it to release a little bit. So you should feel it right here. All right? Then you go ahead and switch. Now I only did 3 deep breaths there. You could get up in the 5 or 6 range. Reach in. Now you may find that you can't reach your hamstring, so you may have to use a small towel, a rope, jump rope, something to reach back, because I want your spine to be straight and on the ground. And as you can see, I have one side is tighter than the other. And to be fair, this is the one thing that people dump and they leave out of their program, and I'm a perfect example of that. Because if I was doing that every day, then I'd be in a lot better position on that stretch. Okay, hamstring. Stay back. Once again, you may need a rope. Relax. Exhale, pull in. Now notice my spine is not moving. I'm not flexing it. I'm not coming to get the leg. If you can't reach the leg and you have to use a rope, I'd rather see you here than coming after it, okay? Stay back. Now, if you go, oh, I have tight calves, pull the toe in. You'll lose a little bit on the hamstring. Then you switch it, all right? Okay, so those would be my 2 favorites. So we've got the piriformis, you've got the hamstring, but let's say you've really kind of opened those up and you feel pretty good about those, you can double up. So then you could go here, get the nice little piriformis going, and then boom, straighten the leg out. And then switch it, okay? Pull it down. Stay back. If you want the calf, pull the toe in. All right? Now, if you have a challenge, you're going, it seems like my low back's tightening up a little bit. Let me give you a couple to stretch your low back. The 2 stretches we just did will help with your low back tightness, though, because anything that's involved with the hip is going to help you. Let's say your low back is tight. This is a nice and easy one. I teach it a little bit different than most people. You're going to pull your knees to your chest, but you grab on the hamstring side. This is a problem. Look at all the extra stress it puts on the knee joint when I grab above, like on the shin. So you go here, you reach beneath, exhale, and then what you do is you try to pull your pelvis and let it create a posterior tilt in your lower back. See this? See this tilt? See my pelvis? Boof. It's moving like this. So my spine is like that. Alright? Okay, now this one is the most complicated of all the stretches I'm going to give you. And it stretches the quadratus lumborum, which is a small muscle on the side, on the spine, kind of sits on the side, deep in there. And what it does is it actually can create some lateral flexion of the spine. And this can get tightened up as well. Hopefully I can get all this on here, but I'm going to show you two different directions. So, you would sit back on your haunches, and then you're going to reach across, and your off arm is going to go over just on the other side of your off knee. So this would be my right knee. I'm going to reach on the opposite side with my left knee. See, I'm back on my heels. I reach down, and I reach across. At that point, see, I've already shifted. So when I sat back, shift back where your butt is on the right heel, and then shift across. And then breathe 3 times. So that's what it would look like there. This is what it's going to look like here. So I lean back, then I move my hip over, and then I reach across. You may feel this in your lat as well. You may feel this in your lat as well. And then when you try the other side, sit back, shoot the hip over, reach across. That's a quadratus lumborum. Okay, the last one, which is a great one, is you're going to actually hit the hip flexor. Nice and tall. You're going to lean forward just slightly, feel a little bit of tension here. All right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to actually raise your arm up. My left knee is up, my right arm is up. All right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my head and I'm going to stretch here. Now, if I didn't get enough here, just lean forward a little bit more. Rotate. Now, if it's too much to rotate, just go here. If you feel this in your low back, you need to tighten up your core a little bit. Keep your spine in neutral. But if you want to actually go the next move, you're here. Okay? Move forward a little bit. Feel the tension in the hip flexor. Rotate. I like 3 deep breaths, to be honest with you. I know people say try to hold it for up to a minute, but who's going to do that? The whole idea is that you really want to work on your breathing. You want to try to let that muscle relax. They've already proven that static stretching is probably the worst way to actually improve your flexibility. Because the muscle just goes, I think that they're trying to stretch me. I'm going to tighten up. I mean, it's just, you have to practically fake the muscle out. And there are some ways to do that. But I think it's important for the 5th part of your routine to put this in, because you are going to get some benefit out of it, and you are going to actually work on your breathing, and you're going to get the opportunity to maybe drop your heart rate a little bit in that last 5th minute of the of your routine. All right, well, if you have any questions on this, like everything else, go ahead and just make a comment on this page on the website, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.